My friend, I'm so inspired and excited that you're joining us for the Operation Greatness podcast. My name is Dan Cladd. In case we have not yet met, I am the author of Reignited America, and I am the founder of Operation Greatness. And it is my joy, my honor, my gift, my blessing to have you, someone so important, connected with us here. We're all coming together now. We're stepping into our greatness. We're no longer holding back. We're no longer playing small. All of that is a thing of the past. It's no more. You're shining your light as brightly as the sun. And I'm so excited to walk this journey of transformation with you. So, this is we're just beginning. This is our premiere Operation Greatness podcast. So this will be our chapter meeting in, I don't know, hopefully 3 or 4 days, maybe a little more, because I have to reach out to people who can join us. Then the normal format will be that we're going to have our Operation Greatness chapter meetings. And by the way, if you're not yet part of my OG chapter, then do that right away. That's through operationgreatness.com/leader, because you are here to be the inspired visionary leader of everyone. You are blessed to be able to serve, to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate, LITL, doing a little more today than you did before in being of greater service. So it is such a profound gift and honor and blessing for me to be in your company because you're so focused, you're so inspired, you're such a leader, you're such a transformational inspiration that I'm just overflowing with love, with gratitude, with appreciation for the person you are and the person you're becoming as you are shining your light as brightly as the sun. You're transforming, you're liberating, you're making as much of a difference as you can to as many people as you can. And that's what our Operation Greatness podcast is all about. So I'm so inspired and excited to have you, someone who's instrumental in this being the monumental turning point in human history, joining us for this and hopefully every one of our Operation Greatness chapter meetings and the podcast. So once again, that's all through operationgreatness.com/leader. You being the inspired visionary leader of everyone, you, my friend, are blessed and gifted with being able to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate. So today for our Operation Greatness chapter, we're doing, oh, this is phenomenal. I'm walking through the page that we're doing as well when you're leading your own Operation Greatness chapter. So I'm going to walk through that and I'm going to just share insights that I'm seeing here. So, for example, the headline on the page, I want you to hear this yourself. You've never even imagined you mattered this much or were able to have anywhere near this level of impact, and yet here you are, right here, doing it. You're making it happen. You're living your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma, being of greater service. So, point of reference for what this is all about. You have so much more within you to give, so much more love within you to share. There's so much more for you to experience, to receive in life. And it is your duty, your responsibility, your destiny to be of greater service, to experience that so much more. No more holding back or limiting yourself in any way. Will you make that promise to yourself now? I'm done playing small. I'm not going to hold back and limit myself because of fear any longer. I've done that my whole life. And that has served no one, especially not me. I'm here for an important purpose, and this is my time to live that purpose. Because you know, if you don't know, then learn it now. Really hear this. Your happiness, joy, fulfillment, well being, peace of mind, success, prosperity, meaning, impact, contribution all come through you being of greater service, through you sharing your gifts. The more you're making a difference to others, the more impact you're having on more people, the more life, I call it God, the more God supports you in being of even greater service. So, really hear this message again. You've never even imagined you mattered this much or were able to have anywhere near this level of impact. And yet here you are now doing it. I mean, like, for example, okay, so let me just give you a point of information here. When you go to danclatt.com, you'll see that I charge $5,000 for 1 hour of coaching with me because the transformation that people are getting, most people, almost everyone, they just need that 1 hour. And people are telling me that the transformation that they received was more significant than 22 sessions with someone else or 6 months of therapy. So, right here, like, I don't know how long we're going to talk today for this show, maybe 15 minutes, let's say. That's like you receiving $1,250 of personal coaching from me. So, I want you to treat every one of our Operation Greatness podcasts, our chapter meetings, as well as our interviews, as though I'm working with you personally to help you see the best within yourself and bring that out to the surface, because there is no more holding back, no more playing small. This is the monumental turning point in human history. This is the greatest thing humanity has ever done. And this is happening through you doing this yourself right here. And I want you to, so you're receiving, like if we go for 15 minutes here, you're receiving $1,250 of my best coaching. And if we go a half an hour, then that's what, $2,500 worth of my best coaching. And I'm going to ask you and invite you, because your life is about being of greater service to more people. I'm going to ask that you, in fact, share this gift, this Operation Greatness podcast, with all of your online friends, everyone you are blessed to be able to serve, to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate, doing a little more today in being of greater service to more people. So, will you do that? Is that fair? If I'm serving you, and it's not me, by the way, it's God, because you are God's instrument for miracles. You, yes, you're here to make a profound impact on everyone you are blessed to be able to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate. So you're here as God's gift to the world. So really take this to heart. I want you to contemplate this, see how you are God's gift to the world, and how much by you giving that gift, being God's gift to the world, how that shifts everything in your whole life. Because there is no more playing small, no more holding back, no more, oh, yeah, I know I could say this, I could share this, I could do this, but what if they, no, none of that is there anymore. That's all gone. That's not even part of you anymore, because you're God's gift to the world. So be that which you are and live fully as God's gift. Open fully to that being your life experience. You're here as God's gift, so receive this gift right now. Just feel this, breathe this in, receive that completely. You're God's gift to the world, so no more holding back or playing small or limiting yourself. No more fear, no more doubts, no more scarcity mentality or consciousness. No, you're here to receive the full presence of God and to express that full presence. Your work is receiving God, opening fully. Picture this line between 0 and 100, where 0 is this is the percentage you are open to God. 0% is 100% ego or ignorance, and 100% is 100% open to God, to receiving God. And the example of that is Jesus. He was he didn't hold back or limit himself in any way. He opened fully to God, and look at the impact that he had. This is what your destiny is. Remember, Jesus said, all these things I have done, raising the dead, parting the Red Sea, turning water into wine. All these miracles, Jesus said, all these things I have done, you will do yourself. And then what did he add? And so much more. This is you with your work opening fully to God, 100%, just as Jesus was. Jesus was the example. Now you're living your life and honoring God. Remember, you're God's instrument for miracles, and you are God's gift to the world. So open fully from all the way up to 100, wherever you are now, open 100%, 100 out of 100. That is your life's work, and your purpose is extending God into the world. You're receiving God. You have to receive God before you can extend God. Or you could say extending love. You're being of greater service to more people. That's what extending love and extending God is, and in a practical sense. So, how can I make a bigger impact? How can I share my gifts with more people? Because you are God's gift to the world. So, really hear this message. How can I take this to heart? How can I apply this to how I am here to serve? My divine design, duty, destiny, dharma is being of greater service to more people. How am I able to do that? Okay, well, he's right. Fear is that's more from ignorance or not God or not love. That's low on the percentage, and I'm here. My work is to open fully. So how could I limit the unlimited? What is God? The infinite and unlimited, right? So how could I have been so arrogant or coming from ego, like low on that percentage of 0 to 100? Because that's what fear is, right? It's ignorance, and it's not God. It's not of God. Ego is not of God. So you opening fully and stepping into your greatness is your purpose, and you are God's gift to the world. So be that which you are. I mean, it is that simple. Don't complicate it, because that's thinking, and thinking is of ego, right? And I mean, opening to God is opening to inspiration. Thy will be done, not my will, right? I mean, you see how this all plays into this? By the way, we're almost done with our first chapter meeting, and we only looked at one headline. We didn't even get to, so let me just scroll through here. Like the main focus of our chapter meeting, our inspiration transformation today is the Think and Grow Rich workshop class 1. I did this was a few weeks ago. I did a 3-part Think and Grow Rich workshop. It comprised, well, each class comprised, I was limited to 90 minutes, but I think I went over a few minutes here and there, and the last one might have been 98 minutes. But we went Okay, this is about the 13 steps to riches comprising Think and Grow Rich. And if you don't know, Think and Grow Rich is responsible for creating more wealth than anything in history, including more than 1 million millionaires. And this first class, this is for you when you are leading your own chapter, your own Operation Greatness chapter in your community as well as among all your online friends. And that's through operationgreatness.com/leader. Focus on this 90-minute class. Okay, the first class, it was so huge that it would have been well worth it had you invested $10,000 to receive just this first class. We're going deep in the first three of the 13 steps to riches. So I'm going to walk you through your Think and Grow Rich alchemy process. You're going to write out your Think and Grow Rich alchemy statement. This is transmuting your desire into riches. This is all in our first class that we're doing when you are leading your own Operation Greatness chapter through operationgreatness.com/leader. Okay, so you're going to have your burning desire and your deadline for completing it and how you are being of greater service to more people, what you are going to do to make that amount of money, which is your Think and Grow Rich alchemy process. And then you're going to repeat that, you're going to read that every day for the next 30 days. It's a very specific process that I'm walking you through creating. And then we're empowering your burning desire with faith. Ultimately, faith in God, the infinite unlimited, as well as faith in yourself. And then we're also empowering that through, let's just say, I'm going to not go into anymore because just do that 90-minute first class in our Think and Grow Rich workshop. And then a week from today, we're going to do our second class. And then a week from that second class, we're going to conclude our Think and Grow Rich workshop. And this workshop by itself previously was only available for people paying $997 just for the 3-week workshop. Remember, the first class would well be worth paying $10,000 just for what we're doing today by you leading your own Operation Greatness chapter all through operationgreatness.com/leader. And so that's our focus for today. And then I give you the post that you can make to transform everyone connected with you. And I share a few more things on this page, but that's really the workshop is our focus. So a big part of our class 1 in the Think and Grow Rich workshop is recognizing how much your life matters. So I guess we already covered that pretty well in our coaching today from our Operation Greatness podcast. So, what was most meaningful for you in this Operation Greatness podcast? How much more inspired are you? How much more focused are you on being God's gift? Shining your light, not holding back or playing small or limiting yourself anymore. What are you going to achieve with this? How are you going to take this to heart and be that instrument for miracles, allowing the Holy Spirit or the presence of God to move you in being of greater service, in leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating every one of your online friends? For example, by will you now lead your own Operation Greatness chapter? You're becoming our profit partner in doing that and leading your own Operation Greatness chapter. And you'll get your special link, and then you can invite your online friends to become part of actually, they would be joining my Operation Greatness chapter, and I would be walking them through this being the greatest thing that they've ever done and their best contribution, their most meaningful impact to the world. I mean, so anyway, this is all through operationgreatness.com/leader. You would be, just by sharing this podcast, you're honestly giving people a gift worth more than $1,250. So, will you share this Operation Greatness podcast? Will you like, post a review, share what was most meaningful for you in this podcast, our first Operation Greatness chapter meeting? Will you share the link to this on your social media and invite your friends? Actually, lead all of your friends through receiving this gift themselves and being God's gift to the world themselves. And will you share your postings, your posts about, wow, I really see it. I was playing small and I'm not going to do that anymore because the world needs me. I'm here to be of service, and I'm going to take that very seriously. And there's no limit to how much of an impact I can make and how meaningful my life has been, because that's what you're really seeing here. Your life matters, and now you're starting to recognize how much you truly, truly matter, my friend. I mean, like, for example, will you now lead at least 1,200 of your friends through becoming part of my Operation Greatness chapter, and they're joining your Operation Greatness chapter, and I'm giving you the post to make to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate them. So by you getting your 1,200 people joining your Operation Greatness chapter and leading their own, well, I mean, your 1,200 people, if they are then getting their 1,200 people, that means you will have transformed 1,440,000 people. Like this headline, let me just read that to you again as we're sort of coming home. You've never even imagined you mattered this much or were able to have anywhere near this level of impact. And yet, my friend, here you are doing it right now, leading your own chapter at operationgreatness.com/leader and using the posts I'm giving you, the videos I'm sharing, and I'm walking you through having this impact on your online friends and empowering them to have this impact on their online friends. So your 1,440,000 people, well, your 1,200, each getting their 1,200 just as an average, just as a for instance of what's possible for you right here and how much you truly matter, then those 1,440,000 getting their 1,200 people, this is the level of impact of you, because that's you leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating 1.7 billion people. That's how much your life mattered by you hearing this message now and taking it to heart and living it. Because you see, now you see how much you really, truly, honestly, genuinely are God's gift to the world. Breathe in that. Do you really feel that? I mean, how much is this mattering to you to see how much of a gift you are and how much your life has meant to the whole of humanity? This is so real, so pressing, so timely, so urgent, because of how much you are here to be of greater service and make a greater difference now, right here, to everyone connected with you, all your online friends, and leading your chapter also in your community, all through operationgreatness.com/leader. So what was most inspiring for you in this Operation Greatness podcast? Will you post that in your comments? I want to know, because I thrive on knowing how much of an impact, well, I'll say God has through this instrument or this gift. And I mean, all glory is to the infinite and unlimited. And because, we're here to raise our percentage from all the way from where we are to 100 out of 100%. And that's receiving God and then extending God. So, how well are you doing that? Let me know. Feel free to, I would love for you to actually share all the posts that you're making from this Operation Greatness podcast in the essay that you're sending me from this podcast, dan@danclatt.com. And then also, well, make sure that you're joining my Operation Greatness chapter so that I can continue to stay connected with you and share special videos, coaching, special events, let you know about our upcoming interviews and further chapter meetings. So that's all through operationgreatness.com/leader. And then do go there and lead your chapter, because you are here to make as much of a difference as you can to as many people as you can. You are here to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate everyone you are blessed to be able to serve, just as it's such an honor to be in your company and to help you see how much you truly matter. I feel like a 13-year-old kid going through whatever that's called. I don't know, adolescence or something. Like my voice, I get so moved by this. I mean, are you feeling this as well? Are you now being moved as well to step up? No limits, no playing small, no holding back. You're here to shine your light as brightly as the sun. So we're doing this together. And by the way, when you're leading your own chapter through operationgreatness.com/leader, I will give you as much coaching as you would like to have the level of impact, which is honoring and fulfilling your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. And it is my honor to walk you every step through this journey of monumental transformation. So go to operationgreatness.com/leader, lead your chapter, follow the posts that you're getting, share the videos, share your feedback, like what was most significant in this chapter meeting for you. Share this with your profit partner link, because this is financial freedom money potentially for you as well as for every one of your online friends who are then leading their chapters through you. And this is the greatest contribution that every one of us has ever done, and the best thing that we've done to better ourselves. So do this now. And thank you very much for hearing this message and really being God's gift to the world. I love you. I believe in you. I know how much you're meant to make a difference to others. So go out there and do me proud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.